What's going on, people? This is my show, the Maserati Show. Once again, I brought a special guest with me to go ahead and talk about some random shit every now and then. Go ahead.
This is not your show. This is not the Maserati Show. What does that say on the picture you just noticed on the screen? What does that say?
Hey, somebody interrupted me. This is the Maserati Show once again. Just in case you're tuning in late.
Somebody. My name is also right there. Your name's
I brought a special guest with me again today. Ed McMahon. No, I'm sorry, not Ed McMahon.
You know what? The disrespect.
Black Pepper Potts. Go ahead.
Anyway, be okay, Pepper Potts. While I'm talking, you can fix the YouTube because you have one job and then I do it. Welcome to S1E16. This is our May monthly wrap up. We have a guest joining us today.
Hello.
I'm gonna let you say your name and we're gonna talk about your name.
I go by the name of Skinner, but I've been thinking about changing it to Skinner's Home since that's what all of my social media handles say. It has a meaning. It does have a meaning.
Shoot, we here already. Would you like to go ahead and explain the meaning before we get into some more details about you?
So when almost like 12 years ago, I left town. I thought the same way that every Cleveland artist feels like I got to get out of here because Cleveland don't support Cleveland. So I felt like I got to get out of here. So I left. I'm not going to say where I went because the people that know me know where I went. Mm-hmm. But I left town, and when I left town, I came up with this like alter ego named Skinny Hendrix. And I decided to make Skinner his like nickname. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I came back home, and Skinner was home. You know what I mean? And I made a project called Skinner's Home, basically like kind of commemorating me being home. Mm-hmm. And that's really where Skinner's Home came from. You know what I mean? It's an alter ego, and the alter ego has a nickname. So if you run into Skinner, you are not running into, well, I ain't gonna say my government. You know what I'm saying? But if you run into Skinner, though, you know, that's the fun guy to me. That's
yeah. No, I get it. You know? So for anybody that didn't understand that, I mean, my best reference would be Eminem. You got Marshall Mathers, you got Eminem, you got B Rabbit, you got the white guy,
you got Slim Shady,
and you got Slim motherfucking Shady. So when you run into Slim Shady, it's a problem.
Yeah, you know
that's I mean? So yeah. So if anybody didn't understand what he said, I hope I was able to explain that to you.
Marshall Mathers is the nice guy. Slim Shady is the crazy one. You know what
mm-hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
You know, my government name is the nice guy. And,
I get
it. And Skinner is the crazy one / cool one. You know what I mean?
You ever got into bar fights?
One. First time I ever went to jail. But I didn't actually get in the fight. I was trying to break up the fight, and police just grabbed everybody. But then, luckily, all the homies said that I wasn't involved. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, they was like, no, he was trying to break it up. So I was in a holding cell for like an hour, and they let me up out of there.
Was it like, was it cool? Like, the way when you watch movies and shit, people taking bar stools and getting cracked over the back, people just falling over. Somebody getting uppercut and they fall over the bar.
No, it was scary. And the only reason why I say it was scary is because as shit is going on, I'm like, we going to jail. We going to jail. We going to jail. Because we was winning. My people was winning. And it was like, nah, if somebody get a hold of this tape, this security tape, they going to see who started it. They going to see who did the most damage. Mm. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's why I'm in there pulling people like, yo, we got to go. Like, we got to
y'all better give me my Good Samaritan award. Like,
I was coming in from smoking a cigarette.
Yeah,
and just ran into it and just was like, oh, no, we got to go. And that's the only reason why I even got let off, because I wasn't on no camera doing nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And
the good side of being a videotape. There's a good side to it sometimes. It can prove your innocence.
I feel like this may be a Parma.
Nope.
Nope.
West Ninth.
Oh shit!
Damn, right or wrong?
Anatomy.
How
Oh,
you get into a fight in anatomy?
Because people is crazy, bro. People is crazy anywhere you go, bro. And I have people around me that just not gonna play that. They just not gonna play that.
yeah.
You know
some
how it
people
started?
ain't about to talk about.
I'm not gonna say
nothing.
who it was, but I tell you how it started.
Oh boy.
My homie and his homie was speaking. They were speaking right in front of the hallway that went to the bathroom. And somebody stepped in between them while they was talking and bumped both of them and didn't say excuse me, didn't say my bad. You know how like it's just common courtesy is like you step on somebody's shoe or you bump somebody while you moving past them or something like
Well,
that.
age dependent.
Yeah, but it's just
Under 25, you're not gonna say shit. You just keep walking. Over 25, hey.
Yo,
I didn't pay $5 to get in here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just a regular. It's just like a hand.
I ain't even got no bitches yet. Let me get some bitches.
One of those, right?
Right.
And so what happened was he bumped these guys, and my man said, "You ain't gonna say excuse me?" And he looked at my man like, and then just turned around. So my man just went off on it, just stole on it right there on the spot. I was upstairs performing.
Oh.
I was performing upstairs, bro, and then
You definitely had an alibi.
And I had to come down. I had to come downstairs. I was upstairs performing while it was going on. I went outside to smoke a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
I came back in to check on my boys just to see what because they wasn't upstairs.
Yeah.
So I came back in to check on them. And
He didn't knock him in the bathroom.
he knocked him down in the hallway. And then once old boy got knocked down, his homies came over there and some more of my homies was already there, and it just turned into mayhem. So I just started pulling people off of people. I didn't even know who the homies was, who he was homies with. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know who they was. I was just I'm just pulling my people off of who I know they on somebody. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. You see, how old are you?
33.
Yeah. So
how
you
old
are
were
that
you
age.
when this happened? Though, you missed that part.
I was 28.
So you got about 3 more years. Once you 35 and older, and you see some shit like that, you'd be like, let's go outside and smoke another cigarette.
That would be like, for me, it
not when it's the homie, not when it's the homie. Like when it's the homie, you gotta go check on homie.
Yeah.
You can check on them, but once you see a fighter's fight, they fighting and shit, you be like, they winning, I'm gonna go outside because
for me, it depends on who it is.
Yeah.
How
if they
cool
winning,
we are with each other. Well,
if they winning,
then they good.
I'm going back outside. Fuck
yeah,
it.
but I get what you're saying. Like it's dangerous to help someone because somebody pull a weapon out and then you fuck around to be the innocent bystander and you ain't had nothing. So I totally understand.
On top of that, I've seen homies turn around just because they're in the heat of it and stealing their own people. You know what I mean? Punch their own people right and shit. Mm-hmm. My thing was I can't just watch this go down. Like I can't just watch it happen. If I watch it happen, I'm pussy. If I just watch it happen, that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say pussy, but you know what I'm saying? Like
that's how I felt at that time. Was like, man, if I don't go in there,
yeah, I mean, I understand.
If I stand on the side and while my homies in there working, bro, you know what I mean? First of all, I'm not the one that's about to just jump into your fight because I don't know how I started. I don't know, you know what I mean? But at the same time, what I will do is try to remove you from said fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's
like I said, man, it's age dependent. Like at my age, if one of my homies was fighting, look, old as we is, ain't nobody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get a cramp.
Like our age.
Somebody gonna get a cramp, and fight gonna be over because he gonna be like, "Thank you, G." The other nigga be like, "My back."
It's gonna end quick. But what's scary is they'll be more likely to pull a weapon out because they tired and can't fight. See, that's what I hate. Yeah, that's what I hate. We got a shout out to you up on screen from J.R. Adams.
J.R., my boy. That's my dog. J.R.,
yeah, now you watch the show. You ain't watched the show in months, but he show up, then you watch
J.R. J.R. is the coldest, man. I ain't even gonna go through his accolades, man.
Oh, he just got one. I can't think of it. When he was out in WWE. No, that was actually different. Trophy. Yeah, he's got a few things. We gotta get him on the show.
He made a trophy that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's the one. It's like a.
Oh yeah, I seen the picture. Yeah, I seen the picture.
Shout out to him for that. Like we see you.
Not only that, he might be one of the coldest graphic designers in the city, though. And if
No,
my
I'm just-
industry, see, look, man, hater.
She was like,
Hey, I've seen your work,
If you
dog.
knew how me and him was with each other, I owe him like 5.
Okay, all right.
So the fact that I'm live and he can't say shit back is
There we go.
beautiful.
All right, that's cool. What up, JR?
But
I
yeah,
see
no,
you, dog.
congratulations again, for all those things. Maybe one day, before you get too big, you'll come sit down on the show with us. We
Did
actually
he,
on the show.
I wanted to give Kareem Abdul-Jabbar my mixtape because my jazz
Does it
mixtape,
exist?
it did. I dropped it. Yeah, I dropped it on Wednesday.
It did or it does?
Yeah, it came out on Wednesday. Apparently,
Oh, so how would he give it to him if it just came
jazz mixtape. Oh, y'all didn't tell me when it happened.
This was like 2 or 3 months. No, maybe 2 months ago.
It happened a little while ago.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, but
It already
Well,
happened.
well, now he know about my jazz
But this
mixtape,
was
and he
going
can
to
pass it
more than
along.
one person, to my understanding. Also, it was him and a team of them too. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's talking shit. We've been hearing this story for 3 years. There's
That's okay, man.
Okay, listen.
Because I know he didn't give Kareem Abdul-Jabbar my mixtape.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I know he
Now,
didn't do that.
that's where you're wrong.
You know, we'll talk about it.
You got to get that to Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson got the record label. He might. Do he still have it?
I don't know.
He had
I don't
Avant.
know. You know what I'm saying? Last I heard, all of his movie theaters closed. So
I mean, listen. Magic Johnson had a great record label career. Like he had Avant. Avant did great. I don't know why he didn't sign more people. He was just like,
Avant
yeah, you didn't know that was his
was
label?
signed to Magic Johnson.
Yes, that was his label.
Really?
Yeah.
Yikes. I didn't know that.
He had a deal through
And
RCA.
you know what's crazy?
Huh?
Last thing I heard about Avant, I was riding coach with him on a Spirit plane on the way back from Atlanta.
When? Recently?
That sounded
A couple years ago.
I mean, yeah, shit,
You know
the
what I
nigga.
mean?
Yeah,
Don't
but,
sound like Magic Johnson was involved in that.
I mean, listen, when was the last time Avant had an album come out?
Right.
I don't know.
Once
Now,
you
that's
get
still
on,
good.
Once you get on,
I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember him coming back and forth to the airport back, and this had to be like 02, 01 when I worked at the airport. So you got to understand, Avant ain't had an album out. If he still can fly on the airplane, I'm like, congratulations. This nigga's not working at fucking GM or Ford or something.
You know what I did find out about Avant though? And I saw highlights of it. Avant can hoop.
He can
I've
hoop.
seen that.
His jump shot is better than his vocal cords.
I seen a video of wrestlers playing basketball, and Dusty Rhodes can hoop.
Really?
Schooling niggas.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
That's crazy.
Dusty
Get
Rhodes.
on this.
It's always
We start talking about
the
Kareem, then we start talking about bad.
because that's just what happens around here.
Dusty Rhodes was a nigga though.
But
Was he all? He couldn't have been all white because that had to be the most country ass talking nigga. Dusty Rhodes had to be like black.
That's amazing me right now that he can hoop. For real.
And you remember Dusty Rhodes was the only dude in wrestling that came out and had like a black female escort him out to the ring. An older black. It ain't even like she was 20 years old with a fucking 6-pack and no shit. It was just an older lady with a jerry curl. I'm like, this got to be a nigga.
Oh, don't say that.
People kind of have a problem.
Dusty
with that.
Rhodes is a nigga.
People kind of have a
And
problem.
that's
with that.
where I was
You know what I'm
gonna say.
saying?
Of course,
People
that
kinda have a
wasn't
problem
okay.
with that.
Now
Like,
you want
gonna get
it.
escorted by the black girl. Okay, you couldn't find no white girl to bring you out. You have to get escorted by the
Man.
black girl.
I mean, at least she got to be on TV.
And you gotta understand, Dusty Rhodes from the south, like they from the south.
True.
The south, like if you ever seen like Dustin Rhodes is like a country cowboy and shit. He got the big truck, the boots all the time. I be seeing this nigga like in like regular pictures and shit. I'm like, these niggas is really fucking like Texas cowboys and shit. They really fucking country and
So
shit.
maybe it was a little odd with him having the black lady.
It wasn't.
No, I can get something.
It wasn't appreciated back then. I'm pretty sure. Back in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't loved.
Now we want it.
I'm a mixed kid, so you know what I mean. I was born in the 80s, but you know, said my daddy black.
My great grandmother
My mama
is
was
white.
white.
My great grandmama was white.
Oh, y'all on
That looked like a one up on the scorecard as far as my daddy was concerned.
Yeah, y'all. I don't know what y'all talk about. My great grandfather was literally from Africa. My grandfather is full blood Indian. Y'all, y'all on your own. All right, so let's get into
Spear sucker.
I'm sorry, I'm black.
Hey, what if they just cut the show off? Like YouTube's like,
Hold up, man.
you ain't gonna get that one passed.
We done got off topic.
Let's get into the main monthly topic. Well, you know what? Since we're all laughing, let's start off with the humor to me. And it wasn't my good humor. It was actually by Walmart. This Juneteenth, Walmart decided to put some ice cream out to celebrate. And people were like, no, don't do that. And I was like, it's ice cream. It was strawberry ice cream with cheesecake in it, flavored swirl or whatever. The
red velvet cheesecake with the cream cheese ice cream.
I didn't get none. And it just had a picture of two hands of two black people, like two different shades, and
saw that
celebration.
So I didn't know that that's what that was. That was Walmart did that?
Yeah.
They thought they was doing it right.
You know what?
It's okay.
Listen.
Can you hand me my cup before you start?
You know what?
I've been wanting that cup for a while. Thank you.
Here's my problem. When we get dressed up for St. Patrick's Day, it's a problem as black people because they'd be like, well, you don't see the white people celebrating Juneteenth. So now that the white people was out here trying to celebrate Juneteenth, we like, hey, this is our holiday. All right, niggas, what are we doing for Juneteenth? Because last year, I didn't get not one phone call, did no barbecues happen. Y'all tell everybody else, don't be celebrating this is our holiday. Then our holiday comes, we don't do so. I'm like, this is a true nigga holiday. You got that right. This is definitely a black holiday. You're mad at everybody that want to celebrate, and then motherfuckers, we can't invite them to the goddamn barbecue.
Now you don't want to invite everybody to the cookout. Come on.
I mean, goddamn. Somebody need to come to the cookout. We ain't even got a goddamn cookout.
I'm going to the cookout.
Have you been invited to the Juneteenth cookout? I ain't
been invited to nothing.
Them niggas was on there talking shit.
I tell you what though, I got a jersey. A Juneteenth jersey.
Where you gonna wear it to?
Wherever I want to on Juneteenth. I'm gonna wear it all over this city.
Hey, you should be already set up for the cookout. How we know we're gonna have a cookout for Memorial Day. How we know we're gonna have a cookout for July 4th. So here's why I was okay with it.
Okay.
We complained because nobody was doing anything, right? So Walmart said, okay, well, here's this. It's safe. It's ice cream. It's a summer holiday. Makes sense.
Niggas love red velvet.
Hello. And the color was safe. They didn't like if they had this chicken and waffle ice cream, be offended. They did watermelon flavor ice cream, be offended. Matter of fact, watermelon flavor ice cream doesn't even make fucking sense. Neither does chicken waffle. I was good.
It is vanilla flavor ice cream.
So wait a second.
Watermelon flavored ice cream though.
The fact that this man just said niggas love red velvet.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a shot.
Well, they couldn't make chocolate. They had to make a chocolate. You would have been offended. Guaranteed.
I don't feel that way. I personally feel like it should have been chocolate. Or if it wasn't chocolate, it should have been chocolate featuring some additive, you know what I mean? Something. But
no, they would have been like, look at it. We can't even have the chocolate without getting the vanilla. We can't get the chocolate without getting the goddamn thing.
We are not a color. Everybody would have went off.
Mind you, this the mixed kid talking. You know what I mean? So I'm not certified to speak on this subject.
The most black person sitting here, it was fine. In no way, shape, or form. Walmart. I appreciated it.
I gotta take your word for it.
I was glad that somebody did something. Why? Because we don't have a standard.
Ricky, first off, you don't get to celebrate Juneteenth. You just said your ancestors came directly from Africa and then was Indian.
I said my great.
You was never a slave. Your people was never slaves.
That's not
you
true.
Never picked that cotton. You never went on them hogs. You never went and got them eggs.
About my daddy's side.
You never was in that kitchen with Massa.
He said you never saw Django in person.
Only told y'all about my daddy's side. I ain't tell y'all about my mom's side.
Oh, okay. What the mommy side looking like?
In the kitchen, in the house.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Mama was in the house. Mama was no real slave either.
My mother is like lighter than you. It's so crazy. That's why I'm this shit. My dad is way darker than him. And then, cause
my dad bought his cousin.
Yeah, so in my
might be my cousin.
My father is darker than him. Like when I said my grandfather was full of blood Indian, he was actually the black Indian. Mm-hmm. He wasn't the light.
That's the thing. Hey, no, people confuse Indians or Native Americans with what they seen on Pocahontas.
Yeah.
You know
they didn't all look
or
like
something
that.
like that. No, they didn't look like that.
And he was from Alabama. What do you expect him to look like?
They was dark. The further south you lived, most of the time, the darker you were. Yeah. So if you have an entire population of people that lived in, let's just say the Arizona area before it was Arizona, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or the Texas area before it was Texas. y'all gonna be darker than most folks. You know what I mean? So like, people I feel like people have really haven't misconstrued on what Indian or Native American is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to what they're supposed to look like.
Oh, I know.
And perhaps that's why when something like I forgot to put our caption up here. So after I did all of that, perhaps that's why when something like someone putting something out, we don't really know how to respond to it because we don't have anything set. And that's another reason why it was okay. I'm like, there's no rules to this holiday.
Right.
I mean,
how could you go wrong? Again,
but
there's
do you
ways
think there
they
should
could
be?
have. I think we should have some kind of tradition. No, I wouldn't say rules. I would say traditions. Just like people have traditions for Easter, because I'm not religious. So just like people have traditions for Easter, just like they have it for Christmas, July 4th isn't religious, but we know what to do. Cook out, go see the fireworks. There is, and within that, a lot of times we're not even treating the freaking flag right on July 4th, but nobody says anything about that.
But if there was a tradition for Juneteenth, now this is coming from the mixed kid.
All
right.
Okay.
I'm asking, what would your tradition be for Juneteenth?
Someone asked me.
He clearly like red velvet cake.
Gotta be some red velvet.
He needs some red velvet.
I think one thing people should do, because I think it should be something to better us, especially within family and then also within community. I had told someone, why not start a family tree? And every year you update it, just like you do a Christmas tree.
Ain't that Kwanzaa?
I don't know.
I
don't do none of those.
Don't know.
Things.
See, I think that's what's gonna happen with Juneteenth if they try to do something like that. Like it's gonna end up like Kwanzaa, where it's gonna be people that are celebrating. People like, I'm not doing that. I'm still gonna go ahead.
Then it's going to get very offensive.
Like I'm celebrating Kwanzaa, and they be like, you don't get gifts. You make the gift, right? They be like,
it's gonna get real bad if you
my husband go buy Christmas.
Make the gift.
Yeah, it'll be all bad with that. But yeah, I mean, we don't have anything set. So I find it hard to say somebody did something wrong. People were even mad at the design of it. I'm like, yo, I'm betting they probably had a black person design this, and y'all probably out here walking. Because I don't think they would have anyone else.
And that person probably thought they did a really good job, though. Like they thought they was like, man, this is how I'm gonna represent my people. Yep. Every time that I've heard about anything like this is what I heard.
We finally got something.
You know what I mean? And then people came out here and shitted on it.
And they probably had to fire them too. Hey, we gotta let you go.
Hey, listen,
black
dog.
They go with your design.
They didn't come through.
They lost their job.
They came out with this, and black people hated it. Man, we gotta let you go.
You need somebody a little bit blacker.
Yeah, I wonder who the person was that designed that. Because I think, matter of fact, it was Watts. I was like, yo, the person was probably black.
I'm just saying.
Just shitted on it.
Next time they come with East African sea moss. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. They coming with East African sea moss.
That's probably good.
Yeah, I'll buy
that. Might be healthy.
I know it's good for you. You know
I'll buy that.
I never tried it. I don't know if it tastes good, but I know it's good for you.
It's good for you. So I'd buy that before the ice cream, actually.
And you know what my problem was too? People kept suggesting it was a company that was black owned that made an ice cream that was the same flavor. And I was like, I applaud them for doing that. And I was like, but why is it that it took for y'all to get mad at Walmart to tell us about this? I'm like, and first off, I'm like,
for people to spread that it was.
Yeah, I'm like, first off, let's not sit up here and pretend like y'all buying this black ice cream from a black grocery store, which I'm sure y'all don't. Y'all probably right. Y'all ain't going around wearing black owned clothes. Nope. You're going to the bar. Henny ain't black.
Hey, I gotta interrupt real quick. This is black owned right here.
Okay. Who is that?
This is Mantra Shop, CLE. All right. This is literally the person that was supposed to be here today.
And he was in a car accident.
He made it. Yeah. The person that was supposed to be here today. His name is Freshie Ramon. His clothing line is Mantra Shop CLE. This is Cleveland made, and not only is it Cleveland made, but it's black owned. And he will be opening Mantra Shop within the next 2 months. So. Just since we was on that subject real quick, I felt like I had to.
Yeah, we hope
he
gets well.
Ricky will put it down there.
Oh, we don't redo captions anymore. You can't say that. What's there is there now. But I do want to say we hope he gets well very soon.
Absolutely, man. Big shot. Hey, fresh, man. Get up out of there quick, man. You know
Get
well soon.
And whenever you're able to, we'd love to get you rescheduled. Whether it's both y'all coming back or you just want to come solo. come on through. We'll have a
pull
spot
up,
ready
pull
for
up.
you.
They already said it off camera, so that's how I know.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
say
and while we
there's
were
an
talking
all-black
about it, I'm like, yo,
brand
he
that
might
did
be
it too.
watching.
Oh, you talking about the ice cream? Yeah, we said it. The people that did the ice cream. Yeah.
Okay. What up,
It's called like
Brandon?
Creamalicious. Creamalicious, I think is the name of the
Yeah, we don't know the name of it, but I mean,
I think
shout out to them. Now, what I will say in response to that is it's easier to obtain it if Walmart had sold it. But nobody said that.
For sure.
That was my little brain thinking. Like, it would have been easier to attain it if Walmart had just gone.
But was their name on it, though?
Going for the ice cream?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like the Walmart brand ice cream.
Great value.
That's what my thing is.
Yeah, great value.
If they took, it was great value.
Yeah.
That's my thing. If you're going to make it, if you're going to take this idea from this black-owned company that made it, why not just buy it from the black-owned company?
Oh, that's not what happened.
Oh, they didn't get it.
No, that's not what happened.
No, they didn't get it. They didn't steal it from them. They just.
Oh, now that would have been an issue. That's not what happened.
Yeah, it's just that this other company makes the same flavor ice cream with red velvet. So they were like, why don't you buy black? And I'm like, that's cool that we buy black, but don't preach to me about buying black if you going out drinking. Are you drinking Hennessy? Are you drinking Casamigos and Patron? Are you wearing Jordans and Nikes? Because ain't none of that shit black on. Like, don't. And I want to get some ice cream all of a sudden.
Speaking of Nike, I brought up the point. Like, yo, when it came down to Colin Kaepernick and the campaign that they had with the Black History Month, Black whatever the fuck they were doing, nobody questioned Nike. Nobody asked where the money was going. Because they had the Nike check on it. Like you were saying with the great value. They had the Nike check on there.
There was a few people that questioned it. Right?
I was one.
But the people that questioned it did not have a voice big enough to make it well known. I'm just saying, because I heard this though. I saw stuff on this, like, but there was nobody that had a voice big enough that made it spread nationwide, worldwide, none of that stuff. People all over the world wear Nikes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there was not a voice big enough that was able to say, hey man, this needs to be looked into.
I was definitely like, yo, and even with like the Black Lives Matter,
I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to be like, the niggas is doing it.
And I was like, yo,
the niggas are stealing money.
This is bullshit. And people came at my neck on fucking Facebook, and I'm like, yo, y'all on your own. Y'all don't see the bullshit. Y'all just don't see it. And I'm sorry to tell y'all, it was just too. It just didn't seem right. Like something was off. And this was just me looking at it. I didn't know that lady stole all that money. And then it came out. I said, see?
I really thought it was, I personally thought this was just me being a conspiracy theorist. I thought it was
no, fuck that.
I thought it was a white person behind Black Lives Matter.
Somebody I've heard there was somebody that originally started
it. I thought it was one of them things and the reason why I thought that though is because I'm like, man, black people don't get allowed that much power. It had to be a white person that said
it's the same
Black
way
Lives Matter too.
Well,
you know what I mean? The same way they literally have. Now, mind you, this is where I do tree work, right? Now, mind you, I do music, but my 9 to 5, I do tree work. I work out here in rural areas. I work in country places, and I see a lot of these blue and white flags that's representing police. That's representing Blue Lives Matter. I see so many of them.
I still see the Trump
flags. I didn't even know that they that it was really that like a thing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I see these blue and white flags, right? About Blue Lives Matter. But Blue Lives Matter didn't even show up until Black Lives Matter. So I was like, man, it has to be a white person behind Black Lives Matter that got it big enough to say
to matter.
Yeah, to matter. You know what I mean? That was just my conspiracy theory. That was
the way. So here's my thing when it comes to things like that. When one of my clues to stay away is when a whole bunch of celebs get involved. I gotta be honest. When I see that, especially like
scare you away from it.
Yeah, because I know you getting a check. You ain't doing that shit for free. Hello. So as soon as I see that shit start to happen, that's when I'll be like, that's when my little spidey senses start. I don't know about this. This seems a little sketchy. That's always my first clue. Yeah. And I'm not saying every celeb in every situation. Some of them really do give a fuck. I am so not saying that, but yeah, that's usually my first.
I feel that.
I mean, I don't understand why people be surprised about shit like this. Like, it's a non-profit. Yeah, they're gonna They're gonna take the money. It's gonna be it's too much money on the table for you to be like
to just sit back and look at it.
Yeah, you be like, hey man, what can we do with all this money? Like, I could buy a mansion, and then we can go ahead and start some programs for such and such.
You don't. See, here's the thing: Black people still expect Black people not to fuck them over. I don't know why y'all think that's not gonna happen. It's still business. It's still money. It's green. It's not black.
Anybody gonna fuck you over. The color of their skin they don't necessarily really got to do with them fucking you over. You get enough money, or you get offered enough money. It don't matter what skin color you is. Somebody gonna fuck you over, man.
Unfortunately, that's
just how I feel. Like
yeah.
I'm not trying to project that on nobody else. I'm literally saying, if somebody that was in your life, right, doesn't mean y'all had to be friends. Doesn't mean that y'all knew each other for 50 years, and somebody offered them 50 mil to off you by next Tuesday. You're a dead man as far as as long as they can try, as far as they can get their hands on to be able to off you.
Yeah.
It don't matter what the skin color is.
Everybody got a price.
That was my exact point.
I mean,
everybody got a price.
Everybody
got a price.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. $50 million is a lot of money.
Oh, it
ain't like if the nigga shot me, I'd be like, nigga. He's like, man, they offered me $50 million. I'd be like, okay.
I mean, but like,
come on,
I feel you, dog.
I'm blaming the nigga.
Tell my family I love them.
If I know you 50 years, if I know you 50 years, that means I'm at least like 60, 70 years old. I live.
That's a mil a year.
I live. Go ahead, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
ball out, man.
I take you out for less.
Nigga, I'll be in heaven looking down like, ball out, nigga.
Yeah, I take you out
ball
for
out,
less
nigga.
Everybody got
get the Lambo truck, nigga.
Straight up.
New one, nigga. You got 50 mil, nigga.
The Lambo truck.
My soul will be riding, be riding P-side. Ghost. I be ghost riding, nigga. Let's roll, nigga.
You really gonna be the one ghost riding. For real.
I like, get the ghost, nigga. Represent for your nigga you shot. I'm getting that Rolls Royce ghost, nigga.
Get the ghost in honor of me. Like, no, for real.
I'll be standing right there as a ghost. Nigga, get this one, the black nigga with the rims.
It's just one of them things, man. Everybody got a price, man, and everybody love to talk about how it don't matter what type of money. And it's just like, bruh, listen, man.
Well, how about since
people
here,
dropping money on you?
Know what?
People drop a number on you, man. It just things go left sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even have to do that much. I done seen niggas set niggas up for 30 years. Just because they didn't want to do like 2 years in jail. I'm like, nigga, you set your homeboy up to get 30 years so you wouldn't have to do 2 years.
You wouldn't have to do 2. Yes. No, that really happens.
Oh, I'm that person. I'll tell you right now. I'm a snitch.
Know.
Oh, no.
Don't tell Ricky nothing.
30 days. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail for nobody. And speaking of which, let's go ahead on. You just got to be mad at me. I love my life. Let's just go over. But see, here's the thing.
You said 30. Wait a second.
30 days.
No, you said 30
days. 30 days.
You realize?
I'm not
wait a second.
George Soros.
I need you to realize that people will go on a 30-day cleanse. So you won't spend 30 days in jail to save your dog?
No.
Like your dog.
No, because they probably wouldn't do it for me. So no.
But that's not your
I'm
dog.
not built for that.
That's not your dog if they're not going to do it for you. That's what I'm saying.
I can do a lot of things for a lot of people, but I cannot go to jail for you.
For 30 days?
No.
Do you realize how easy life would be for you for 30 days?
No, the fuck it wouldn't.
No, you feel
First
like
of all,
it wouldn't.
Who gonna watch my kids for 30 days? They supposed to go to foster care? Well,
no,
let's start there.
No, that's what family is here for.
No,
baby. Hey, listen, I gotta go do this.
My family
thing.
don't play that.
If I don't do this thing,
shit.
if I don't do this 30 days, my nigga get 30 years.
Nope. My dad wouldn't even understand that.
Man, like, no, that just.
I'd be talking a foreign language to him.
Oh my God!
But
you're not doing.
But listen, this is the same person.
If I walk out of here, wait.
Listen.
So if I walk out of here and I get convicted of a crime, right? I walk right out of here. As soon as I leave, as soon as this podcast is over, I walk out of here. I get committed of a crime. I'm not. So if I use this podcast as an alibi, I was here from this time to this time, but we ran over a little bit. The flyers say 7:00, but we showed up at 7:25. Right?
Okay.
But the cops say, no, you said you was there from 7 to this time, but you didn't show up till 7:25. Okay. Now you're in trouble because your name was mentioned. This is who I was on the podcast with. This is what we talked about. You can go back and watch it. Okay. Skip, Now they want to get you for 30 days. For 30 days. But I did something that might get me 30 years. You ain't gonna take 30 days for your dog?
She's not. And this is the same person that just told y'all moments ago. She gonna say, well, it depends on who's fighting whether or not I go back in that bar.
That's crazy.
No, she's not.
That's crazy. Because I know a lot of people can't fight, and I worry about them. So a fight is one thing.
No, because you still go to jail for the fight.
Built for jail. What part
you go to jail for the fight? What you mean?
Listen. Let's just keep in mind. Most of the time, when you see jail, you're looking at a male's jail. You are not looking at a woman's jail.
I went for 4
Orange
days.
is the new black is not real jail.
No, she really went to jail.
I really did.
The cops came to her house and took her.
I went over Martin Luther King weekend. I was there from Friday until Tuesday. I almost lost my fucking mind. My house was so close.
You was there from Friday to Tuesday and almost lost your mind?
My job had a fucking issue with it because I missed a fucking day of work. Hello, she got a job. 30 days would get me fired. Instantly. I work with a whole bunch of old white people.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
And
my boss did 15 years. So if I gotta say, hey man, I gotta be up out of here for 30 days, he can be like, all right, we're gonna see you on the 31st day.
I'm already replaced at week 2 because it would take them that long. No, again, I cannot do 30 days. It just
I understand it.
See?
But
I'm a single mom.
Listen, I understand it, but I don't feel.
Yeah. Everybody different. I can't.
That's true. That's cool.
But because we're here and we got into me and but we said it on the show and I'm not ashamed.
You're being a rat.
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
We can jump into this Rico thing that's going on. Man. Which one of you want to take the helm on explaining?
Man,
I'm gonna just be a commentator. I'm gonna
listen.
All right, break it down first, and then we'll.
They got Young Thug as the head of a gang, and he said that he made it look like a record label. So they got him on a RICO law, and well, I heard the the leaked phone taps from Young Thug.
You talking on a phone?
Man. Because I guess when you're a rapper, you really don't think like they're tapping your phone and shit.
People try to hack your Instagram. Why would you think your phone isn't?
So they tap in cell phones though.
They tap into everything. You didn't hear the leaks?
No, I did not hear that.
No, I didn't hear that.
It just made me feel like I need to clean my Instagram up real quick.
I don't know, like y'all tripping. I don't even do illegal shit.
I don't do illegal stuff most of the time.
Most of the time.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. The way that RICO law is set up, you really don't have to do anything illegal. And I'm telling you, as somebody that was going down for RICO law and some shit that I didn't even. Matter of fact, most of the people that I was involved with didn't have anything to do with it, but because one person was doing they little side shit, some little bullshit dirt on the side. They're using the little bullshit money with these houses. This was a while ago. They did some bullshit with some houses back in, 05, 04. Like 04, I guess it started.
Well past the statute of limitation.
Yeah.
Well past.
Yeah. I mean, they can't do shit now, but
well past.
The story.
Listen, so the way that they had this law set up with the RICO law is basically, anybody associated. So that means if his company helps you get a home, and then you take that and you flip that. When they come down, they gonna be like, hey, guess what? Your home was a part of a higher conspiracy. It was a pyramid. This guy was at the top. You're right here in the middle. You'll be thinking to yourself like, I didn't do shit.
Yeah, he did.
Of course. course.
You remember this, right? And that's exactly what they did to Young Thug, because they took down the whole label damn near. Except for like 2 artists didn't get arrested, and one of them passed away like the next day, next week or some shit like that. Lil Keith passed away.
Was involved in that.
He passed away.
Yeah, he.
But
passed
I know he passed away.
Oh no, he didn't.
Know.
He didn't get indicted. No.
But I'm saying, was his name brought up in that?
I don't think
in that case.
I don't think so, because he didn't get arrested.
I just felt like the timing of that happening was interesting. Did they ever say what he passed away from? Because at first they
kidney
were saying,
failure.
Yeah, at first they were saying from drinking.
I mean,
that's what I was hearing at first.
You gotta do a lot of drinking for your kidneys to be like that.
But they said he was drinking.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
It really, you can drink.
Some people don't drink water at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your kidneys need to be flushed.
Yeah.
If you never do anything to flush your kidneys, if you don't drink water, like I know people that really don't drink water.
That's so crazy. I used to be one of those.
No. They drink what they call water. Like Propel is like what's called water, but it has electrolytes in it, or it has this.
They don't eat fruit.
No, bro. Like that's
straight water,
bro.
That's what he's saying.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. I got a question for you, for real. How many of the most hood people do you know that's really eating fruit for real? As close to as much as they need to.
Not that can shit.
As close to.
We're not talking about dough. We're not talking about dough.
Shit, not an apple.
That's what I'm saying.
We're
talking about. It's in that clear container. It's in that clear container that says this was freshly cut,
right?
And it's only good for 2 weeks at the maximum.
Right. Thank you.
You gotta get who
don't put all the sugar in the strawberry.
Who do you know that's in the hood that's eating food from Whole Foods, bro?
I'm gonna say none.
Man, one.
But when you say as much fruit as you're supposed to eat, I don't think I know anybody that eats as much fruit as they're supposed to eat. Because you're supposed to eat that. You're supposed to eat when you look at how much fruit you're supposed to eat, you'll be looking like that's not a fucking fruit.
It is a lot of fruit, but I can say I have my pretty decent share of my fruits and vegetables because I don't eat meat.
There is literally a portion of America that is not eating any. It's not. They not eating
fruit,
no
vegetables, no water,
no fruit.
I think that's changing though.
And when they eat fruit, it's that fruit that's sitting in that syrup.
Yeah,
that sugar for fucking like 8 months before you ever open that can.
And don't expire for another 8 months.
You feel? And why doesn't it expire for another 8 months?
It do be
if you pull a pineapple off a tree and put that bitch in your kitchen, that shit is dead in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that shit is dead in 2 weeks. If you pull a pineapple off a tree and put that shit in your kitchen, it's dead in 2 weeks. Why can this pineapple sit for 8 months in your house in a can?
So they put the additives and preservatives in there.
Mm-hmm. The additives and the preservatives. Yeah. So what do you think that's doing to your body? You think it's making you live longer because it made the pineapple live longer? Because that's not how the body works.
When they can that, they don't give a damn about you living longer.
That's what I'm saying.
They saying
exactly what I'm saying.
We giving y'all what y'all want because y'all ain't gonna eat the goddamn fresh fruit. So you put it in the can.
That's why you gotta be honest.
It is a lot. It's a lot to cut up everything.
We're not used to it. Now, what I will say is, I feel like that's kind of starting to change. I think more people are starting to change their diet. More people are now not eating meat. That's a major
a little bit.
American. I'll say that's major for American.
I still got a little bit of carnivore in me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I be trying to stay away from it, but it's just, you know what I'm saying. But that that steak a hit on a Friday. I ain't gonna lie to you. That steak a hit on a Friday.
I don't know, man. It ain't hard to give up meat. Like I could give up meat, but I think that because if y'all ever see my refrigerator, I haven't bought a fucking steak, beef, pork, any of that shit. Probably 5 fucking years.
To everybody who's looking, I looked in this man's refrigerator and there is nothing but juice in that motherfucker. As far as I saw, I mean, it might have been my perception. Might have been my perception, but I saw juice after juice after juice after juice, and
some pickles
water
in there.
and some juice.
Some pickles in the.
I mean,
first of all, pickles come from what? A cucumber, nigga. This nigga got vegetables and juice in this nigga and his shit.
But you know, I don't think it's just hard to give up meat. But you know, like I eat out in order, so and all this shit, you got to be like, and nigga, ain't everything got meat, so just give me the meat. Fuck.
No.
I haven't tried to give up meat.
Well, I did it. It wasn't. It was just.
I wanted to. I just haven't.
Yeah, I just cut out little by little. So I got rid of pork, and I got rid of red meat, and I got rid of chicken, and then I got rid of turkey, and that was it.
You ain't even eating turkey.
No, it's still turkey. And I'm not.
So are you one of them?
I'm a pescatarian.
It's anything with a face.
Yeah, that nurtures its young is kind of where I'm at. But I still do seafood.
Fish nurture their young. You know that, right?
Not the ones I eat. They dump and go.
I mean,
they dump and go. They dump them and they go about their business.
Not the ones that you eat, but I mean, I don't know if you ever seen what a killer whale does.
I don't eat whale.
I mean, you don't eat whale, but a whale is still a fish.
Yeah, but I don't eat that one.
Is it? I thought that was a mammal.
Because they got the little blowhole on top. Maybe.
I think it's a mammal because they.
Wait. It might be.
Is it a mammal because it breathes air?
I don't know. I can't remember, but I remember like a whale.
So fish take the oxygen out of the water. You know what? Then it must be mammal because they go up for air. I think if they go up for air, if they go up for air, I think it makes them a mammal.
Orcas definitely go up for air, but they can hold their breath for about, I want to say like over 10 hours.
Yeah, but they still got to go up for air.
Yeah, no.
So a fish takes the oxygen literally just out of the water. If you ain't doing that, you mammal.
I seen a whale attack a fucking seal one time. Like it was like on the shore part, and it just. So I'm thinking like, God damn, and it's killing this shit, killing the fucking seal.
I'm saying, shout out to David Attenborough, man.
What in the fuck?
Orcas have thrown seals 50 feet in the air and then caught them when they came down, bro.
They'll train the little ones like by playing with it and shit, just torturing the fuck out of it. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, straight up.
I gotta stay off that Animal Planet shit on my Instagram. Everything be fucking.
You know what? Speaking of which, just because you said it, Apple released a new prehistoric thing that I want to see because I haven't. It's like those nature shows take years to make, so I need some new ones.
If y'all want to see some crazy stuff that involves animals, you got.
I do.
You gotta follow Nature is Metal.
Nope.
Nature is Metal.
Nature is Metal on Instagram.
Nope.
It's literally the way animals get killed by other animals.
Nope.
Nature is Metal. And when I tell you, bro, I watched this jaguar drag a sea turtle up into a tree. There's never been a sea turtle that has ever climbed into a tree. Ever in his life. You've never seen a sea turtle in a tree. The first turtle ever in a tree was dragged up there by a jaguar, and it sat that joint right in that spot where it couldn't move, where its little fins was moving. Not little, it was this.
It's a sea turtle. They big as fuck.
This sea turtle is probably 100 years old.
Yeah,
it probably been here to see Martin Luther King. Look, what I'm trying to say is this sea turtle's fins was moving like this, and that nigga was just taking bites out of his head. No, you are dinner today.
I don't want to see that.
Shit, that's how they do everything though. Cause I seen they do it with a gazelle going up a tree. And I'm thinking like, how the fuck a fucking gazelle going up the tree?
That's typical. I've seen that, but not a fucking.
I mean, these big cats is not no hoes, man. We gotta stop acting like life don't happen where we don't see it at.
I don't like those.
Well, we don't see it. We in America.
We don't see it, but everybody got a camera. It's somebody there to capture this. Somebody is there to capture this. That's all.
Yeah, I mean the way they got cameras and shit set up. But you know what? A lot of times that should be fake. Like when you see like the little insect ones, that they reshoot that in like a little glass cage and shit. Well, like if you see the one with like the beetles, and then there's like
I don't watch the
I love the beetles.
I don't watch that.
Bam.
But I'm saying like sometimes that shit ain't real. Like when they have like the close up of like the ants and shit. I hate to break the news to y'all, but not all that shit.
I have seen beetles and spiders fight. The spiders always win, man. I'm just saying.
We have all right.
Give me a second.
So let's do this. because we're like so
taking
far.
a bathroom break?
I have to, man.
Man, it's to the left.
Oh, here we are. I have to, man.
He did say wait until that freaking drink kicked in. He'd be ready to go.
Don't piss on my seats.
Yo, for anybody that comes on the show, this is okay. You gotta go. You gotta go. We can just hold the show down.
I hope this nigga come back because Rick Ross left 85 South Show like that. And that nigga did not come back.
I hate you.
Rick Ross got him to go to the bathroom and left these niggas.
Oh my god.
And waited 2 months later talking about, well, tell the 85 South niggas to hit me up and I'll come back on the show. Nigga, no. What the fuck you mean?
That is exactly. I so forgot that happened. That's not. We can go ahead and take a little trip down memory lane right quick because that ain't the first time that happened. We've had people just like walk onto the show, like, and start talking to people that was guests on the show, and I was sitting there like, yeah. Well, I mean,
sometimes people don't know you're on camera. They just,
she did. I mean,
did
this person did. I'll tell you. I'll remind you. You probably.
I remember who it was.
Oh,
because she was half naked.
No, but I didn't want to talk.
She was half naked.
It was. I'm only bringing it up because we talking about it. It was actually. It really wasn't that deep. It was just like a thought process of, you didn't know it was. That's what threw me. We didn't care. It was just the whole point. Shout out to let me get a moment to be able to shout out these guests. I guess we gotta have Skinner's Home on here because this is like the most anybody has ever watched the show, and a lot of people just popped up to shout out Skinner. Right now we have Brandon Wilder just all up good and in the chat for like
that boy Brandon gonna talk his talk. I ain't I know exactly who Brandon is. First of all, I just gotta come back in with this. I gotta come back in with this. Wait a second. That bathroom nice as hell, man. Hey, listen, wait a second. That bathroom nice as hell. What y'all got in there? A housemaid of Dubai in that motherfucker? God damn, I walked in that motherfucker was like, God damn, I gotta take 13 steps to get to the toilet in this motherfucker. Jesus Christ, man.
He's actually done it live and done like a quick little tour. But
first of all, you could do a full moonwalk in that bathroom. For real, and do the spin. I almost did that shit.
Going live.
I almost did that shit because it was 2 mirrors in that motherfucker. I almost the nigga did the whole Michael Jackson routine. I ain't gonna get up and do it now.
This nigga.
That's all I'm saying.
He's done it for it, but yeah. It's a good.
I ain't getting no tour of this shit. I just had to get pointed to the bathroom,
walk around,
and then realize, oh shit, this shit is nicer than any hotel I ever been. The fuck, I paid expensive hotels and ain't been in no shit like this.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
This nigga about to go live in the bathroom in the middle of the podcast.
I almost did, bro. My phone was on me.
While we sit here talking.
You're like, go in there and check on this nigga.
All of a sudden, I get a notification.
I got my weapon live. You know what I'm saying? I keep my weapon on me, dog.
This nigga here doing TikToks and shit.
For real. Acting like that shit mine. Like, hey, man, look at my new place. I hope y'all like it.
Walking around and shit, showing off. She's like, yeah, this is my closet.
Until somebody not gonna go, like, get out of my shit. No.
Be like, Skinner. The show's over. So what we're oh man, I don't know where we're at in topics. I know where we're supposed to go, but it's so lighthearted right now. I don't even think we should. Did y'all got anything else that was
Yeah, Ray Liotta.
Oh yeah. Well, I said it was so lighthearted, and that's where you went anyway. But I'd rather go.
It's lighthearted, but everybody
was talking about the RICO law. Ain't that what he got caught up in? The RICO law?
Ray Liotta?
Yeah, not Ray Liotta, but Henry.
Not the real Ray Liotta.
But in Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah, in the movie Goodfellas. If anyone isn't familiar with Goodfellas, it was that movie. I mean, he's been in a few. That's probably for our viewers. The one that would stand out the most would be Henry. I thought you were saying a different name when I was standing over here. Would be Henry from Henry from Goodfellas, the guy that had the weird smile. That's how I always describe it. As a kid, he freaked me out the way he would smile. He was in this movie with this lady that he was like stalking her. I can't think of the name of it, and he like broke into her house and shit. And it was that that was when I really knew who Ray Liotta was, and he ever since then really freaked me out. But yeah, what did he pass from? You know?
They just said he passed in his sleep. Which,
Oh.
let me say something real quick. Which scared the fuck out of me because, so recently I decided to call the doctors about this sleep apnea shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I started thinking to myself, after it comes up, you start thinking to yourself like, wait, so I'm not breathing in my sleep at a certain point in time. So I'm like, I don't think I can die from this. So I called the doctor, I made the appointment and shit. And they were like, okay, well, I can come in for a sleep study. So they booked me for the sleep study November 2nd.
What?
They gave you the sleep study.
November.
They gave you the sleep study.
Do you hear me saying November?
Just long enough for you to die from it first.
From now to November?
Yep. That's why I'm nervous now.
Somebody else?
Just long enough for you to die from it first. Now,
wow. You need to. Yeah, you gotta.
It sound like it's a different doctor.
You get into
you need to look on YouTube and look up Dr. Sebi
at a school. If you go to like Cleveland State or somewhere, I bet you'll have a sleep study faster than you go to your doctor.
I bet you Dr. Sebi got a sleep study.
Fucking bet you. So try that route.
I'm about to do something.
They'll
when
have
they told me
that about like tomorrow.
I'm something like
as soon as the holiday is over, come in on Tuesday.
I was cool till now. Now I'm like,
versus paying for it.
Now I'm sitting around this motherfucker like, hey, so he died in his sleep. But tell us more about what happened that he died in his sleep because it wasn't sleep apnea, right?
That could have been it.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know. But
no, that ain't it. No, it does not happen. It just causes other stuff.
My kid's mom told me
that
I need to check on that because she'd been awake while I'm in sleep and she heard me. She said she heard me stop breathing while I was asleep.
Literally stop breathing.
And when I had stopped breathing for long enough for her to be able to take it, she woke me up like, you need to wake up. Like,
man,
you stopped breathing in front of me. Like I was sitting there watching you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a
I guess
might be a thing you might want to get another opinion on from somebody that might be able to take you a little bit faster than that. That's all.
Well, you telling him it sounds like you need to go too.
Well,
nigga, how you tell somebody else? How you tell your story about how you got the same condition? And they be like, hey man, it seems like you might want to go to the doctor for yours.
I thought that's where this was going.
Nigga, go to the doctor for yours.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't died yet.
I
ain't that worried about it.
I used to say the same shit.
Yo, black men do better with y'all health.
I'll talk to somebody eventually. You know what I'm saying?
The Lord. Yeah, Jesus. You gonna be talking to God?
I put you like this.
Like, Jesus, is that you?
When I don't wake up and somebody gotta wake me up, you know what I'm saying? Then I might wake up and be like, all right, let me go talk to Big Dog about this.
Yeah, the one I know there's about somebody there to wake you up. What happened if that person sleep through it?
They got funeral arrangements to plan. They got. You know what I'm saying? They got to find out who the singer gonna be and the pastor and
the whole time.
It's definitely got. I definitely got to have.
Y'all got
I kids. definitely. If something happened to me, I definitely got to have a big chick singing "His Eyes on the Sparrow."
Talk about his eyes,
and she got to be sweating while she's singing too.
The sparrow.
You could just have him.
Yeah, I was about to say, get you a big mama suit. You come in there, like
Tyler Perry studio.
Like, who is the lady singing with the beard?
Don't worry about it. Sit back and enjoy it.
Like that. I like that.
I gotta have big chick singing. Got a hat on.
You know what I want, man? I want somebody. I literally, real quick, I want to get cremated real fast, and I want a fucking huge party, like a Project X party. I want a party that so many people is at, where so many people can meet other people, where they're going to be able to learn things about other people and stuff like that. I want a party that is going to be so many people involved that it has no choice but to make people's lives better. I want my passion to make other people's lives better. even though it's gonna suck for a lot of people, you know, like my mom, my siblings, you know what I mean, stuff like that, like my kids' mom, my kids, stuff like that. It's gonna suck, but I want my passing to be just a fucking melting pot of other people making each other's lives better.
You don't want it to be a sad moment.
Absolutely.
You want a
I want it
celebration
to
of
be
life.
a party.
I want that too.
A party.
Yeah.
I want to get stuffed.
Hey, listen, man.
I want to get stuffed, and I just want to.
I'm not gonna tell y'all what's in this cup, but y'all should know what's in. Y'all should know what the fuck is in this cup, my nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all should know what's in this cup, big dog. Like, I'm just saying, man. I wanted to be a
party.
We
told him about it when you got up. Yeah, you heard me say it. You was like, yeah.
I'm just saying, man.
I want
fun, man.
You want to be stuffed and just put somewhere in a room.
With my family.
This nigga want to be a taxidermy.
I'm not.
He want to be
I'm not attending that.
He want to be a head on somebody's wall. That's what it's looking like.
Just only thing I ask is just don't have my service in the church. I don't want that.
No,
I don't care what my family say. I don't care what my family want. I don't want that.
You know where I want mine at?
Yeah, he got me again.
I don't call it racket mortgage. I want mine at Gunned Arena. Gunned Arena is where I want mine at.
Yeah, I don't.
It's still Gunned Arena.
You were a Cash Money fan in '98.
Oh, whatever.
I definitely was.
I know.
Because they was taking it over for the 99 and the 2000.
Them niggas kept a fucking party at the Superdome. I was like, who are these niggas? I was like, who are these rapping ass niggas that's fucking throwing parties in the Superdome? I'm like, these gotta be the richest niggas in the world. I thought Cash Money was really out here. I was like, man, these niggas just really having hood ass parties at the fucking Superdome and shit. These niggas is fucking. I was like, man, they got Hummers sitting on 22. Like, man, these motherfuckers got more money than goddamn God.
All right, we're gonna end the show right here because we have gone past our hour.
Have we?
Yes, we did. Yes,
man,
we did. We just passed it.
I don't even know. To me, it's 10:30. I don't even know what time it is.
All right, so
I'm glad we ain't talking about no bad stuff.
Yeah, we decided
we ain't talking about nothing bad.
Yeah, we decided to bypass that. Anyone watching, you see what the date is, you know what the week is. We can just leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us again.
I hope I ain't talking too much.
No, this was you. We like talkative guests. If it ain't just us, then we bring somebody talk like this. Skinner's home. He's thinking about going ahead and stick with that. I personally think he should, but also that what was it? The Skinner's Hendrix. What was it?
Skinny Hendrix.
Skinny Hendrix. Yes, that's dope too. But that could be a dope.
That's actually my Cash App. If anybody wants to donate, my Cash App is Skinny Hendrix.
You don't like Jimi Hendrix?
You can't. No. SKINNY HENDRIX. If you want to donate, your boy gonna be here for you, dog.
There it is.
Your boy gonna be here for you, dog. Straight up.
Thank you so much. Stephen Ramon, again, hope you get well. Stefan. Darn it.
Stefan.
It is an A.
Yeah, Stefan Ramon. Yeah.
See, that's why you let people say they own name.
Stefan
Ramon, get
Freshy
better.
Ramon Fitzpatrick.
Get better.
You get your ass better, my
right
boy.
there, the shirt he's wearing, right there.
Man. I can't hear repping.
Still, check that out. Just because he ain't here, don't mean you don't get mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Be okay, Pepper Potts. I could keep talking and leave him frozen longer, but y'all are probably tired of looking at that. Talk Your Shit Moms. Tune in every Thursday, somewhere around 7, 8 o'clock. We get started. Sponsored by Peace of Mind Protection. You need a little peace of mind protection? Check out Peace of Mind Protection. Again.
Yeah, you get fucked up. You like this.
Be taxidermy or holler at Peace of Mind Protection. Be okay, Pepper Potts. Talk Your Shit Moms. Skinner's home. And as soon as I find the button.
That's how all them old ass wrestlers